the pre-lobby, because we do that all the time. Also, people were sending me links, and even though that's your job, so I have a multi, and I will send it to you. Here's the multi.
Okay.
We're probably not going to make it to the third round, are we?
Yeah, based off of the thingamajig.
Yeah, so I'll probably play second.
Right. Yeah, I already had all of that. And I think I have a few more. That's what I was sent. I think yours is missing Yanni and mine is missing yours, so...
Well,
edit it how you want.
No one cares about Yanni.
Wow, okay.
So mine isn't missing mine. Mine is at the end.
No, I said mine is missing yours, and I added it before I sent it back.
Epic.
Oh, we're already in, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
weird.
Slow.
Yeah, I'm getting slower and slower with this. That's for damn sure.
Getting slow, old man.
Well, I mean, it's there's been a hiatus for a lot of PvP this month because OFCRA is on a new year, but they're gonna be working on a massive Tuesday project, which is just gonna be an FNF commemoration of a bunch of other things. I need to message Ilbanek and ask when the next TBD is, and yeah, I guess we're all just gonna go from there. Let me go ahead and put a poll up. It's time for channel points. Alright, who won this FNF round? Blue 4 attacking, Op 4 defense. Yep, let's go ahead and set for 15 minutes. Yes. What the hell? Why did that not work?
Holy shit, we're in it. I actually didn't realize we were in it. Oh, wow.
There we go. Jesus. Alright. Yeah, no, I thought we were only at the map screen, but I did hear T-Far earlier do a quick beep in and out, so I thought that was just the map screen itself, but no, they pushed through.
Maybe we'll get to the third round today.
Yeah, I mean, if they go quick, we might, but that's in, what, 3 hours? 2 hours 45? Yeah, something like that. Alright,
I can't wait to be your medic.
Yeah, oh boy. We're Kriegsman, though, right, for the op today?
Yeah.
So we don't really do medic, we just kind of die.
No, but my name is going to be
Quartermaster, right?
Yeah, it's Quartermaster, but my doctor's name, my doctorate, official doctorate that I definitely have is Dr. Fingers.
You're not calling yourself Dr. Fingers in my squad.
I'm calling myself Dr. Fingers in your squad.
You're not calling yourself Dr. Fingers in my squad.
Dr. Fingers reporting for duty.
I see. I'm gonna execute you. All right. Anyway, back to the operation here. Just Blue 4 have 5 objectives to do today. Blue 4 appears to be some sort of U.S. Marine based kit here, but their tasks are to destroy 3 different ammo caches and capture 2 sectors. So this is a 5 objective operation. I've never seen that in FNF before. Usually the max is 3. So I guess this means Blue 4 has to do all of that, and Op 4 has to defend at least 1. That is... Is it a 2-3 ratio, or is it take all or nothing? Because that's a lot, especially since we only have like 50 or 60 players on today. Like, honestly.
Yeah, it seems to be less and less. FNF falling off.
Yeah, who knows. Otherwise, mission details here. View distance is 1 kilometer. Build points for the defenders is 125, which is the standard. Fortified color is going to be green. I assuming that means it's green fortifications, and time is going to be 50 minutes, so we still have 50 minutes to save start. 12 minutes from the looks of that. Blue 4 loadouts are going to be those Marine kits. We've got M4 based weaponry, Mark 11, 7.62x51 NATO battle rifle for a marksman rifle, excuse me, and then 249 and M240, 2 transport Humvees, 4 transport vanilla Hemmets, and 2 M2 Humvees there. Op 4 meanwhile loadout's going to be Russian Ratnik Desert, so a mix of EMR and desert camo, AK-74s, SVDs for the marksman rifle, RPKs for the light machine gunners, and PKPs for the medium machine gunners. They get 2 UAZ Dishkas, 2 gas transport trucks, and 2 UAZ transports. Otherwise, looking over at the roster here, Puma's going to be commanding Blue 4. Nas going to be leading Alpha with Katz as his marksman, Flying Finn as the medic. NASA leading Alpha 1 with Waldo, Depso, Kermit, Wombat, Zoni, Korvac, and Norris all together. Pierce leading Bravo with Snodgebear, Pupper, Salt, Yanov Slavi, Vaughn, Stickman, and Meerkat. Ash leading Delta with Major Khan as the medics, Swola, Haran, and Gazag being in Delta 1, Tackleberry and Wheaton being in Delta 2 to take the medium machine guns. Kiri going to be leading Op 4. Alexander as the squad leader, Lolo as the marksman, Huel as the medic. Amazing. We'll get to him in a second. Sam leading Alpha 1 with Brixie, Rodrigue, Charlotte, Sismo, and Duidson. Yanni Finn leading... oh, no, that was Alpha 1, excuse me. So Bravo's being led by Yanni with Malin as the marksman, Nemesis as the medic, Azarize, the 2AC with the GL. Iander, looks like there's no leadership in Bravo 1. It's... Okay, no, it's Cullis. He got revived because he got killed.
Alive.
Weird. But Cullis leading Bravo 1, Hyander, Wise, Kabubi, Face, Dobbs, and G-Legs, Skipu, Ukrainiak, excuse me, and Segas all in Delta 1. Delta 2 just has Pingus. They'll probably form a 4-man machine gun team, but this is just going to be a very small skirmish, and I guess they built this AO to be 2 sectors and then 1 area in the camp having 3 caches to destroy. I mean, granted, caches you can just mag dump, but... it's a lot to put in, but we'll just have to see how things play out. Blue 4 have quite a bit of distance here, about 1.5 kilometers before they actually get into the AO if they start on the edge of their terrain. So it is a bit of a straight shot right into the objectives here, but with it being such a smaller player count, I could see the players... I could still see the attackers working this out, but, I mean, that's a lot of stuff to get done for the attackers. So I do feel like this is definitely an Op 4's favor as defense because there's just so many objectives here to have to worry about. But what do you think, Dream? I think I've been talking enough.
Yeah, I've never seen 5 objectives before. Sorry, I was just someone told me Marlon's stream was choppy, so I went and checked on him for him. But
okay.
Marlon's streaming again. I just want to say Marlon's streaming again. And what he doesn't know, I pulled a little prank because if you don't know, me and Marlon met up not too long ago. I pulled a little prank on him. There is a live pipe bomb under the chair he's sitting on right now, and for enough money, I'll set it off.
What? I don't think
so
that's Twitch TOS.
Continuing on with everything, yeah. So you've got the 3 destroy objectives. Yeah, it's like a cap. So like I don't know, like 20 quid will do it.
Okay, so you got to remember though, Dream, they have to pay me to do it, not you.
They have to pay me.
No. The money has to go to me because I'm actually Irish.
Wait, what? No, fuck you. That you don't get to take my money.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. That's so mean.
What do you mean? It's not. You're the one that just made a threat on Twitch, bro.
I didn't make a threat. I made a promise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, why the chair?
Guys,
Why ruin a perfectly good chair? Do you know how ergonomic my chair is? Like, it's fixed my back pain. Bloodwing has the same exact one. It fixed hers. Why not just do it to, like, his car or something? What type of car does Mal drive? Actually, we know what type of car he drives. Yeah, because he's a Torny. I know. But he got his car once stuck in the salt flats on Altus. Like IRL, the island of Limnos.
I don't think that was his car. I think that was a rented car.
No, but it was the car he was driving, therefore it was his.
Okay.
Yes, Telono, so 26 USD.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah, so anyway, no, that's not, no, you don't give it to him.
Oh yeah, fun fact, on the 20th of this month, in 8 days, we're going to be having a mini pay for pain that's going to like set up the POG campaign. I will have that documentation made this weekend, but it's going to have all these upgrade charts, going to have a lot of enemy stuff. And again, anything you purchase will be featured, if not in the op, in the campaign. So if someone buys 20 T100s, that means throughout the campaign, POG is going to have to deal with 20 T100. It's going to be funny as hell.
Okay, so many things I want to broad here. First off, Red 4 have just broken their Dushcomvic by crashing into a bush.
I can see that. Yeah, they're down 2 tires on the Legs Express. It was apparently driven by a student pilot. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course. They are always getting into trouble. Those. Second off, I promise, and I put this on my non-existent grave. I will be there for pay for pain this time. I promise, and you know, you can do with that information as you will.
Chat, press X to doubt.
Basically, that just means I'm going to make Liru a bunch of money, because I know. But the thing is, what I'm convinced of, if I go to a pay for pain, I'll just take on everything that you guys throw at me. Like,
okay.
So I think I'll be fine. Like, I don't think, I know I'll be fine because, you know.
Correct. You're absolutely right. But anyway, wow, that's a lot of X's to doubt. Damn.
No, there's no X's to doubt. I will be fine, and I challenge you.
I mean, that's what you said last time, and then you didn't show up.
What time yeah, I was busy.
Well, it's going to be on a Saturday, probably earlier in the day, so like 12 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock your time. Because I'll have other streams to do that day too. So.
Easy. I'll be there, I promise. And Liru can add whatever the hell he wants to that list.
I will Reaper. Thanks for giving Shadow Phronix a sub. Hope you'll keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
I'll never die. I won't die once. Second off,
not tomorrow. Next Saturday. Next Saturday.
In the same squad in up what? 2 hours?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. If you pay me like £5 or $5, I will just not ever revive him.
You got to remember though, you have to pay me, not him, because the money.
I don't see it.
Yes, he does. He's lying to you.
I don't. I'm not lying.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, to be fair, someone did give me money to kill you in DayZ next time, so.
I mean, DayZ is tonight, so.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
Okay. Here, I need to call up my buddy Zero Raptor to make sure you're banned from the server.
No, I'm gonna. No, that was hard earned cash I got.
Yeah, Spiegel, go ahead, definitely.
What are they saying?
Don't worry about it.
I'm
no stream sniping. No stream sniping. No stream sniping.
I'm stream sniping with Owo the Third.
All right, so Op 4 looks like they're pushing up some units to potentially do a counter rush here. That could end the operation a bit early. But then again, Blue 4 only has 1 MSR to do, but look at this. They're also going to potentially... Wait, how would they do that? There's no bridge. Oh, flubber nugget. This is going to be a long game. All right, well, so here's the deal. I'm not going to say what Blue 4 is doing just in case anyone's doing, you know, funny things, but you can see what they're going to go do. There's no way for them to then bring the vehicles over, so they're just going to have to walk all of that. So this is going to be a 20-minute transition as Op 4 just looks around for them, doesn't find them, and just plays static defense. Yeah, so how's everyone's day since we clearly have time? I made giant pizza bagels the other day, and if anyone wants the picture, shoot me a message on Discord, but imagine a fat freaking pizza, a bagel. Like, these are New York bagels, too. And then you just cut them in half, put some pizza sauce on the top, cover it in cheese and pepperoni, and then put it in a toaster oven on broil for like 5 minutes at 400 degrees to crisp it up. It was delicious and completely devoid of vegetables.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Veggies. Like, good boy.
I know. But I absolutely loved it. And we have like 14 bagels in the freezer, and I have so much pizza sauce. The issue is, sorry, go ahead.
No. Keep you're on the same thing. Keep talking about your food.
The issue was the bagels were partially frozen. I forgot to thaw them, so I was struggling to cut the first one. I was struggling to cut in half, and then I remembered, wait, if I just wrap the towel, if I wrap the I know. No, have you ever tried cutting into a giant frozen bagel?
Weak ass baby hands.
You wish. Anyway, trick with that is you wrap it in a damp paper towel and you either microwave it for a little bit or you put it in an oven or something for like a minute, and then the heat and the moisture will help soften the bagel, and then you can cut it much more easily. Fun fact. But yeah.
Oh, I don't think it was live. By the way, I want everyone. If anyone in Liru's squad later is here, like, because obviously I'm in there, you need to call me
Anyway.
Doctor Fingers.
You know, I know King of Dwarves, right? The Zeus. I can just,
Yeah,
you know, have
yeah.
you banned. It's
He
okay.
won't. He won't do that.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
loves me too much.
I have. All right. Multiple people have asked me to send them the pizza bagel. So there you go,
I want the
Rocker.
pizza bagels.
And here, shoot me a message on Discord,
I
Goober.
did. I asked you to play
On.
if you're in FNF earlier.
Well, yeah, but you didn't ask about the pizza bagels. I can't send unsolicited pizza bagel pic stream. All right.
True.
I can't do that. Oh
Can't do
yeah,
that
okay.
again.
So let me give
Not
some
the last
extra
time.
context to the pizza bagel story. I may or may not have been naked, wearing nothing but an apron and socks because Bloodwing
that's
was
awkward
also
with what
coming
I just
home.
said.
So I did greet her when she got home with pizza bagels.
Oh, that's awkward. What I just sent then.
Oh, what did you just send? Oh, you said penis bagel. That's cute. I mean,
I just want the pizza part.
okay, but you know,
I don't.
She has to go into the office 2 days a week, so I try to surprise her when she gets home, either with food or with the
Penis
house
bagels.
clean or, you know, something funny, or with penis bagels. I mean,
You
no,
should
but
have put one on your penis and said penis bagel. Like, just
why
a
would
bagel,
you
not
ruin
like-
a
not like-
perfectly good pizza bagel? Well,
No,
Dream.
not the pizza
Okay,
bagel.
Dream.
You just do the bagel.
Dream. All right,
Penis
I know you are a small fella down there. All right, and you can't fit a
TV.
bagel on there, so you have to ask people like me
No.
to live out your
How
nice
did
little
this go?
fantasies.
How did this
Anyway, round's begun. Blue 4, we see them driving up the route. One guy has been, I guess, AFK. That's Wombat. You got Op 4 deciding not to fan out and instead they're going to be holding the 2 sectors and having a loose group of people. So they're actually really distancing themselves here. But again, Blue 4 is going to be taking a hot second to actually drive out here. So we'll see if anyone crashes.
Well,
Now, I see there's a massive interest in the pizza bagel, so I will slowly begin sending everyone the
Penis
pizza bagels.
Anyway,
And yes, they were delicious.
I've watched the Pay for Pains like before. I want to say it's before, but I got distracted and brain broke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're not all that.
Oh, Bloodwind would love something like that with
Well,
range
what's
dip.
the worst they can do? I mean, they're all dumb. Chat is all dumb. Yeah, I said it.
Well, I mean, in the last Pay for Pain,
Dumb shit.
my player base didn't realize I made a new method to bring the USS War Games back up, and it scared the shit out of them when it came up, and I started reminding them that I'm making sure it's not a one-trick pony anymore. It gets back up and you gotta shoot it. The issue was the Titans I gave them were having some issues with locking, which, you know, it's one of those things where I thought I tested it out. I thought it was fine, but when you actually put the damn thing on a server, it's not. Now, we're gonna figure out how Blue 4 is gonna cross this river.
Drive into a rock. Just.
I mean, why wouldn't you
Not
drive
gonna
into a
work.
rock?
Explosions, I would say, is the one thing.
Yeah, so now they're at the border.
Yeah, no,
You
they're
see
not
them
getting
crossing.
They
Wait a
can't.
second, there's a second Wombat there. Oh, he got teleported in, okay. And Kermit's dismounted. I'm waiting to see if the trucks actually try to drive over this. Maybe
No.
they can use the Hemet and make a bridge and then drive over the Hemet, and then we have a nice display of Arma physics.
Yeah, Liru, I'm sure Armor would love that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're gonna walk. They're going to walk. All right. So me and Liru will only be doing round 1 today.
Yeah, right, with the speed of how they're going to go, but at least we're having some effective crossing here. I guess since we're also talking about little things I'm doing in my life, I also have my greenhouse back and working, and I got to put a next set of pictures in my little greenhouse channel on my Discord, but that all spurred out because I had some Star Crimson pear seeds. I made a nice parry for myself, and I brought a thing of it to my buddy Dante, which we occasionally stream horror games with, or dark type, but I digress. You have to let the pear seeds, you gotta basically cold shock them for a few months, and I did. And then I pulled them out of my fridge. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna dry these off and store them. I forgot to dry them off and store them, and I remembered 2 days later, wait, I pulled them out of the fridge. Oh shit, I checked, and that was like 70 seeds that germinated, and I'm like, oh,
Yummy.
shit. So I planted them in about a dozen
Sperminated.
cups, and now I'm going to have like 10 or 11 trees, and I don't know what to do with them in a few years, but you know what? At least they're cool. I've got 3 years to figure it out before they start producing fruit. But, you know, maybe if I like you and you live around Northern Virginia, I can give you a tree.
Can you send me one?
It would not... So, fun fact, sending fruit trees abroad would actually inquire a pretty heavy tax from you to pay for it, import tax, and...
I don't pay taxes.
Okay, Dream, you're scaring me, buddy. You can't plant pipe bombs under developers' chairs, and you can't not pay taxes, buddy, alright? This is why people are scared of you. You need to work on your brand, your image.
You ever heard of a gasoline
and
bomb?
that'll help you get... No more bombs, Dream. I'm trying to help you. All right, chat? What do you think Dream could do to work on his brand to attract more viewership, all right? I think we could stop with the bombing, okay? And we can stop with the not paying taxes part, all right? You have to be able to appeal to your audience, you know, to make yourself look like a nice and charitable fellow, all right? And unfortunately, when you say that you don't pay taxes, I get it. Everyone hates taxes, but you still have to pay them because otherwise you start appealing to the people that don't pay taxes. And those are the weird ones. But the worst part is you also start acquiring the people that are hunting down the people that don't pay taxes. And then you become what's called a honeypot Dream, okay?
Have you ever heard of edible napalm?
I thought we said no more bomb stuff, Dream. Come on.
It's technically not a bomb, it's edible napalm.
Why would you eat napalm?
Well, they don't know it's napalm.
Why are you feeding people napalm?
Why do you think? How do you think I haven't paid taxes in so long? They just love those little snackies I leave out.
Are you telling me you booby trap the front of your house so when the feds or whatever the British equivalent is comes to your house, they just burn?
Snackies.
Dream, I get you're a Tory, but come on, man.
Sorry, that would literally make me the opposite. Make me the opposite.
All right, now I've allowed my chat to give some suggestions to help you out, buddy.
Before we do this, let's get one thing straight.
Okay.
My audience is just your audience.
Oh, I know. So we're helping you out, Dream. So here's some of the suggestions. You could wear a mask.
A max?
Yeah, I know. I English that pretty well. You could grow tits and twerk on your stream, Dream.
You don't do that.
I don't want to picture that. Maybe Dream could try to be more entertaining.
$20, I turn my camera on and take my shirt off and put a mask on.
No. How about you just pay me $20 for him never to offer that again? Jesus Christ.
No, that doesn't make sense. I'm just going to keep offering it.
No.
$15 for me to never offer it again.
He doesn't pay taxes. He's a Tory. Exactly, Everick.
No, that's not how that works. Tories pay taxes. They just don't pay like the full amount. And then if you're not a Tory, you just don't pay taxes at all, and then they come and arrest you.
Anyway, Blue 4 are still crossing the river back here with their rear group.
Sorry, is that it? Wear a mask, get tits. Those are my two options.
Oh, yeah, no. Or you could become a VTuber and just, you know, include all of that.
I don't want to know what VTuber Dream would look like. Actually,
I don't either.
I've discussed this before in detail. I can't remember who it was. I would make myself the like cutest anime girl ever, and do the whole I would basically just trick everyone, and then one day randomly I'd just be like, I'd be like speaking the anime voice, and then I'd just swap back to my normal voice. I wouldn't address it.
Right.
But I think that'd be really funny.
You should pay Liru for using his audience.
Okay, yeah.
Dream, we should charge royalties, right? But since you don't pay taxes, then you probably wouldn't pay those either.
Don't say we. Don't say we should pay royalties. You're not going to be paying me anything.
Oh my god.
I'm grateful for the ones that do come over here, but when you do come over here and you call me a Tory and then insult me, it doesn't feel the same. And that doesn't give you the cue to come over here and do that.
He's got money, doesn't pay taxes, evil laughter. Yeah, I mean, I gotta start saving up money for taxes anyhow.
I don't pay taxes because I don't have any money. You think Liru pays me for my time?
Why would I pay you? I don't even run this joint. In fact, you're more buddy-buddy with Malin than me, so you should be paying me, Dream. For
That
my
makes no
time.
sense.
Anyway, Blue 4 are now being super cautious on the front. All of their forces have crossed the river, but again, they still got a kilometer to go. We'll probably see them either move to Sector 5 first or go all the way around and hit the destroy objectives first. Op 4 have a lot of resistance down south. It can be bypassed, but as soon as the objective actually start getting hit, you'll see all this force start folding in to the sectors themselves. So we're just going to have to wait.
Actually, you know what? Here's another thing. Last week...
Oh, I know, Dwarves. He's poor and a Tory. It doesn't make any sense.
Tory. I'm just poor. But you can change that if
Pay
you
your dues to Daddy Liru. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that was the ban that person, please.
Nah, it was kind of funny. Look, we're just stalling right now until something happens because Blue 4 are just going to take too long to come in here.
Last week, you were like, give me money
Damn, Spiegel.
and I'll cast a cursed dream, and it didn't work, and I actually fucking popped off. So like, where's that money? Why can't I see that money?
You have to ask Azariah for it.
Fuck you.
Why?
He shot me in the face.
Yeah, it was funny.
I looked him in the eyes when he shot me on the back. He shot me in the back, hit the launch. I turned around, and looked him in the eyes.
And then he shot you again.
And he
I
pulled
know.
the trigger.
Yeah.
And then I used all like the saltiness out of that one moment and just put it into like killing everyone.
Mm-hmm. I was rooting for you.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Every second you were like, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? And then you'd be like, oh, he's not dead.
Well, I mean, Pie Boy, I don't think you're going to see any tactics in this one. This one's really just Blue 4 taking their entire force, doing a whole platoon attack. We might see them break off into individual squads. Op 4 are in a weekend position to a platoon attack because they're split across everything in the AO, so half their forces on one side, half the forces in the other. With the platoon attack, it either goes one of two ways when you have something like this. Either half the enemy force just completely wipes the entire platoon, or the platoon just completely bulldozes the enemy force and then bulldozes the other enemy force. There usually isn't any in between. Markers are to see where Scandi Recon is or Pepega Pirates. There's no Pepega Pirate players on. We do have some Scandi on Alpha, but a majority of Scandi in Op 4 Bravo, and they appear to be on the southern side. So we'll just have to see. But this is all reliant on Puma's command tactic here. So we just heard a distant shot.
I've got an offer they can't refuse. Give me fucking 30 quid, $30. I'll just fucking leave. I'll just leave right now.
Or discount. You
it.
give me $20 and I just stay muted for the rest of the stream, so we can't hear him.
No, because they will actually do
and he
that.
dragons us up now.
No, they'll actually do that, and I'll just be sad.
I know. But since you are offering monetization for your stuff, I have to offer for me, Dream. I'm so sorry.
You make more than I do. You could probably look at our earnings from Twitch, and I know you do it full time, so obviously it's going to be a bit, but you probably earn more than I do in like 2 months than I do in a year from Twitch.
That's because I have an audience bigger than yours.
That was just mean.
I'm trying to give you a rational explanation.
It was true. No, but like you could have softened the blow a
Dream.
little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dream.
No, it's fine.
Is this because your dad never loved you? So you're projecting
right
on that?
My dad is in the stream. My dad's in my chat.
Okay. So you look to me as a father figure then?
God, no. It's only every now and then.
What?
Only when I feel like it.
Well, you know what? Here, I'll even it out. Dream, I'm actually envious that your father watches your content. I wish my father was more supportive with what I did. He is, but he doesn't always watch my stuff. He just lurks.
Well, there we go.
There you go. You have a one-up on me, buddy. There you go.
Actually, and I can play a pretty good roleplay character. That's my second one-up. I've seen you roleplay.
No one here has seen that. We're not talking about that. Shut your mouth.
No, I know we're not talking about that. I'm talking about Arma 3, the video game.
Send in goat team.
Zevik, thanks for the 34-month resub. Let's shut Dream up with this chat, and I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Look, Grandpa is a one in a million year character.
All right, so we're starting to see Blue 4 actually separate off here. It looks like they're
fine.
gonna go into various squads and push in. I'm just always worried when I see separations like this that they're not gonna be within range to actually support each other, because sometimes we see outright platoon attacks go in here, but they're so far off that one squad goes in, gets wiped, another squad goes in, gets wiped, and that also gives the defenders time to readjust their strategy to then continue to take on squads that push in separately. But when we see a good platoon attack all come in, and the squads are able to support each other, usually that just bulldozes the enemy force. Wolf of Mandalore, thanks for the 5 gift subs. If you got a sub from Mandalore, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Please don't make those jokes. I already deal with enough of those from Bloodwing. Yes, I would love her if she was still a worm. She doesn't need to ask 50 times. Absolutely not.
Send in Team 6 now.
Chat, would you love me if I was a worm?
You know, Dream, I've noticed you keep asking chat for a lot of reaffirmation, buddy. I'm going to tell you from experience, you need to have it within yourself. The self... Wow, okay, that's a lot of nopes. Jesus. Look, my point is, you need to be confident with yourself first. You need to be happy with yourself and where you are, and then nothing else will matter. Well, I mean, you just ask them if you'd love them if you were a worm. And spines, yeah, worms don't have spines. I don't know why you're sad about that, because you just said, yeah. Come on, Dream. Do better. But my point is, you gotta be happy with yourself first. Renly. Oh, look at that. Renly sees Dream as a father. Well, good for you, buddy. I hope you keep enjoying the ops. Thanks for the 3-month resub. A father. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But my point is, you got to be self-sufficient, all right? You got to be happy with yourself, because if you start looking towards other people for reaffirmation, that creates very unhealthy clings that will...
Guys, I'm really cool, and I stream. Did I do it? Am I $1 million now?
It's okay.
$1 million?
I'm sure the player base will eventually attack the AO. Eventually. Wow, Broadshore giving 100 bits to say hard no to that. Anyway.
Fuck you, Broadshore.
Who says we like him now? I'm just kidding.
Probably had to put in that. I'm just kidding.
Man, I love how they're putting bits by these statements, too, to really reaffirm it.
Money.
Oh, yeah, I know, Everick. I want to see shooting, too, buddy. But unfortunately, Blue 4 have decided, and literally from going south to north to go, let's see. Southeast to north to southwest to now direct west. And, you know,
Team 6
on a 5-objective AO, I'm sure that's going to give them plenty of time to actually do the scenario. Spiegel, thanks for gifting, continuing your gifts up from Mandalore. Hope you keep enjoying everything. Hope you enjoy the ops next week. We have an op literally planned for every day starting on Monday. And then 3 or 4 ops planned for that following Saturday. So, woo. I think they left Wombat, but Wombat's AFK. And now he's running the border.
Good man. That's some king shit right there.
Hmm.
He's now running outside of the border.
I think I see the problem here.
He's oh.
Wait, did he learn? Hold on.
Wait.
I think he's figuring it out.
This is like tests on rats when you make them do the same thing over and over
He
again.
learned where to run this time. Look at that.
This is evolution right here.
Well, I'm proud that our players can figure out the direction to go. But otherwise, look at how this Blue 4 group is separated. They're across, let's see, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 meters spread with a paltry forward group in the middle. A big group on the rear.
Fish?
And then a paltry, not a poultry, you freaking...
You said poultry.
Yes, not poultry. Poultry with an A.
No, you said the fish one.
You're a fish.
You're a fish.
Anyway, there's a Vanguard squad on the far left flank to the south for this Blue 4 force, and then a little bit to the right.
I don't know if that's a fish.
Addition to the Mute Dream Fun Pizza Bagel instead, please. Gotcha. Thank you, Spiegel, for the 333. And Iowa, thanks for gifting Pie Boy a sub as well. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a nice kick out of this.
Team 6.
Can someone give me a sub? I don't like watching ads in Liru stream.
I was about to say them really mean. Anyway, I heard a GL launch. That was probably a Hunt IR round, so they could do some reconnaissance here. And damn right, Mandalore, we'll see if units can go. You're saying Iqbal is dead? He is indeed dead. He died at spawn. Good for him. Anyway. He probably saw the route Blue 4 was taking to the AO and decided, you know, this round probably isn't worth it.
There's 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I hope they all don't take an additional 20 to 25 minutes for actual contact to begin. Like, I get where Puma's coming from with this type of scenario. I get the wide flank. I get catching Op 4 off guard. But at the end of the day, this is only like a 50-player operation, 25v25. It doesn't really matter if you take the direct route, especially if there's 5 objectives to do. Normally, FNF has the high, there's only 3 objectives in FNF Op, but there's 5 here. So they need that extra time to go and do the objectives, objective to objective. So yeah, if they just die to a counter rush, that's unlucky, but also highly improbable because there's only 50 freaking people in this 25v25, give or take. So
maybe we should play.
Oh, you can play if you want.
Maybe we should play.
No, you can play if you want.
Maybe we should
No, because I know you're just going to shoot me in the back of the head immediately. Spiegel, thanks for giving Dream a sub. Next time, if you want to stay warm, you could just burn the $5 instead. But, you know, worst comes to worst. I mean, he's a Tory. He doesn't need it. But nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying the operation, Spiegel. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this stream. Well, Dream, you've been subbed. How do you feel?
I'd fucking go. I don't have to watch ads anymore.
Yeah, for a month.
I get to just be funny. Ignored. Why do you ignore me in your chat?
I was going to say something, but your dad's watching. I want to be nice. Anyway, we've got Blue 4 now. They're kind of lining up here across a 400-meter spread. Just stop me now. And finally, we hear some shots going. That appears to be a marksman. That is... I think that was Cats firing at some of the infantry over here. Op 4, we've got Delta engaging some forces in the open. Wolf of Mandalore, thanks to the additional 5 gift subs. If you got a sub for Mandalore, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Open ground. Cats decides to run continuously. Cats decides to get shot in the leg in the open ground.
Yep, Skipu is firing with this PKP at whatever he can see here. Depso is shooting at him, though. Yeah, ground command, funny enough, is the first one to go down. He's not dead yet, though, so he could still wake back up.
He's
oh, he's uncon locked. Yep, so yeah, he's just getting pain knocked because he took too many shots, so.
Oh, that one as well. Oh, here comes, is that a GL? Explosion. Yep.
So we see that Op 4's kind of transition to have that force that was guarding the southern side of Sector 4 transition to Sector 5, and then the force in Sector 5 transition north to make a pretty nice blocking spot, but Blue 4 have a very nice spread and can still completely overlap that.
I don't know how to feel about this.
What?
Someone made me an AI interpretation of an anime boy VTuber with me.
Alright, Dream, buddy. The ops actually begun, so let's focus on that, okay? And then we can focus on other stuff later.
Puma is... Oh, no, Puma did wake up. But Nafs is dead.
Yeah, hydrated. Looks like first official KIA is Naps there.
And it was done by Marlon.
Of course it was.
He's got that snipey.
So I see where Blue 4 is trying to go here, but because the squads are so separated, there isn't a squad that can set up a base of fire to cover the infantry in the open that are trying to cross, and that's why you're seeing them occasionally getting picked off here. If the squads were a little closer together, we could have seen Delta maybe set up with the medium machine guns and suppress the buildings to then allow infantry squads to push forward, but because we have such a big spread here, we're not really going to be able to see that, which is what I was worried about in the start of this scenario. So looking more towards the south, we see something similar. Delta is in a spot trying to support, and they are trying to get knockouts on any Op 4 that are causing pressure on Blue 4 here, but Blue 4 is just in a really bad crossing spot here as well, so it's going to be a bit of a tough one. Looking at the roster here, we have Skipu, who has died. He was part of the Delta group. He was the guy on the rooftop that was suppressing, but he had no room to really push off that rooftop, so he was eventually picked off. Blue 4's element on the northern side is now starting to sweep around. That's going to put direct pressure on Op4, but Op4 don't have a lot of manpower right here, so I'd imagine Blue 4 is going to be able to break through on this northern side and collapse south, or they're just going to bypass and go for the destroy objective and run into more resistance.
Waldo's only, and I imagine Kermit and Norris actually is going to do the same, has just not checked this building where Pingus
Yep.
is. Oh, Kermit gets a nice shot on the Ukrainian.
Korvac and Gazag also dead.
But Pingus has got a good shot on if anyone tries to get up these stairs.
Yep.
He just has to, be quiet. Oh, I didn't realize someone died next to Norris and Waldo. Blue 4 aren't having a good time.
I think Harana, Gazag, and Swola are all dead on that front. And again, it's just because Blue 4 are a little too separated here. Op 4 only losing Skipu so far. You got to remember, Blue 4 did have a number advantage to start, but I think that number advantage is gone. Op 4, the only reason we're not really seeing that number advantage is because they're separated across two fronts, but we could see Blue 4 just lose out to attrition at this point. I'm really curious to see if Pingus looks out the window and potentially spots this Op 4 element. He's going to start feeling a little easier here because he's not hearing anything kind of walk up to his position. So I'm just curious if he's going to poke out and start shooting at people, especially if he notices how close they are to his southwest, but Blue 4 is starting to fall out.
So Pingus has been
Cats
completely
is pushing.
bypassed. And
Yep.
all he has to do now is... Honestly, all he has to do now is get on the roof, or is there any window? Yeah, there's a window actually facing.
I think Kermit
they
is
just show you
somewhere in
full-
the
like, three
AO.
dudes, so if he just
He's on Blue
reloads
4,
and-
Alpha 1.
So no, he's doing. He's holding the. He's scared someone's going to walk up and sneeze a look, but
Yep.
he's now finally starting to have a look at the windows. But Ukrainian, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said
What?
his name and he died. I said his name and he died.
That's funny. Welcome to Caster Curson.
Oh, Puma gets a leg, but manages to just drop down and take out. I don't know who was shooting him, but they couldn't get the final shot. It was wise.
All right, we got grenades being thrown. Blue 4 trying to breach the building that Kabubi and Dobbs are in. And Cats gets immediately sprayed down.
Cats had the marksman rifle. Why?
Yep.
Why?
Bad frag by Blue 4, good frag by Op 4. Just worried the sheer amount of grenades is going to potentially take the building out. But you got the rest of Blue 4 trying to breach in right here. Op 4 still holding that sector. Blue 4 bypassing, potentially going, but we do have Sam and Pingus on the northern side. Oddball now breaches, I think gets a kill.
Just, killed by nade.
Oh, but hold on. Dobbs, I don't know why Dobbs is watching the damn roof. He's going to catch Oddball in a reload. He doesn't realize that. Did he think Oddball was the friendly?
Oh no. Got caught
I
back in my
guess.
trap. That's the 4th fucking round in a row where I get team killed before I get to do anything. Oh no.
What the
Callback
hell was
keeps getting
that?
Team killed.
Ay. I think
Yeah, what
Dobbs
was that from
genuinely
Dobbsy?
got, like,
Shell shock.
not shell shock. He genuinely got disoriented and thought that that enemy was his teammate. Now look at
Yeah.
this though. We've got Op 4 pulling away from the sectors. They're going to go for holding the destroy objectives because they want to lock down this open area in the forest. Now I'm going to be honest, that's a good call. We'll just have to see if they're able to make it, and is Blue 4 going to come in and try to cut them off? I just saw Company HQ float for a little bit, but we also have Sam and Lolo pushing north here. Looks like they're going to pull away and just go around large direction so they don't get caught in the open as they try to pull back. So this is going to be a very drawn-out operation. We have a little bit of downtime again. I'd imagine Blue 4, they're going to take the forest and start pushing them to the sectors. That's going to draw out at least another 10 minutes from the clock. Northern group is either going to break away and start going for the destroy objectives or join the main force. But looking at the skull count here, we have Pingus, Skipu, and Sayeg dead. Dobbs, Wise, and Kabubi Face also dead. That's 6 KIA to Blue 4's Swola, Harana, and Gazag dead. Korvac dead. Flying Fin Cats and Naf's dead. So only 6 to 7. So Blue 4 was able to bounce back and get their number advantage. Now we're just going to have the full force versus the full force that's remaining. Go ahead, Drew.
I don't know who made this mission. I don't know if you'll agree with me here, but I don't know who made this mission, but I think putting 3 destroy objectives on the further side of a like an uncrossed. Did you say the? Okay, no, okay. So the south bridge was still intact. Okay, so that's something that was there, but I think Blue 4 went about this the wrong way as soon as they decided to come from the south and go for the sectors first rather than destroy objectives.
Again. Go ahead. Yeah, I shouldn't cut you off. You're right.
3 individual destroy objectives are going to be really annoying to find, especially with Red 4 being able to get inside every nook and cranny. Because look, that's what exactly Red 4 have done. They just completely abandoned the sectors. Blue 4 can capture the sectors without any issue now, and they just have to protect these 3 destroy objectives. Which, I mean, looking at it now, Red 4 can lose this. Blue 4 have a lot of manpower, but I think putting a secondary spawn on the north, like some do, would have been a good idea. Maybe just from a mission perspective, but then again, I don't make missions, so I wouldn't know.
Like I said in the beginning, I think 5 objectives is a little much, especially when we consider the amount of stuff here. But looks like Sector 5 is being captured. We're going to see forces going on to Sector 4. I'd imagine we're probably going to see the 15-minute warning call before we see a serious push by Blue 4 into these destroy objectives, and that's going to make it really down to the wire here. And I think we're only going to be able to cover 2 rounds of PvP before we have to go and do the 6 o'clock op, so we'll just have to see how things go.
I don't get it. Obviously, I know they didn't have like insane amount of vehicles, and their vehicles weren't like incredible, but you had enough vehicles to go around south and just. I feel like what confuses me is why didn't they go south, follow the road, and go north, and then just enter the forest through Abu Dija and do it that way? They would have got there quicker.
We can speculate all you want. I mean, usually when it comes to ground command, what I've learned with PvP is people just have an idea of a plan because they really want to make sure they get right on top of the objectives and not get ambushed. So they will throw a lot of stuff to time. Even though I can tell you the average player just wants to get thrown into contact and immediately get into firefights. Just, you know, at least continue the rounds, especially since this is a multi-round mission. Players would generally just want to be in contact within the first few minutes rather than walking around for 15 to 20 to then have maybe one firefight and immediately get picked off.
You could say this is sinking way too much into it, but I think there's also like a pressure when you enter in as a as a commander. You know, your plan has to work and it has to go well. And I think some commanders can feel that pressure. I wouldn't imagine Puma to feel that, because Puma's quite a surefire person. Like he knows what he wants, he knows what he's doing. And I think it's a lot easier as a defending commander.
Look at this. So Blue 4's decided they're going to do the northern cross to get into the forest area. They've got Puma capturing the sector. But look what those 2 guys transition down to. You have an RPK.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And you've got Lolo lying in wait with a marksman rifle. If they're smart, they'll have the RPK open up first, and then Lolo will start picking people off. So this is going to be a very brutal ambush with just 2 people, and I think it's going to work out. I'm a little worried that Sam is now getting up and pulling back even further. He's in a good spot.
Well, no, I think it's smart to go as far back as you can. Like, the RPK can do a lot of damage from even that distance, and Blue 4 are I think they're gonna extend themselves as much as possible. Like Lolo, I think should move back as well. I think Lolo's way too close for a marksman rifle. Because you can see Zoni here. Zoni's just put his head forward, and Lolo I think Lolo's gonna be spotted here.
He might be.
Sam should spot Zoni here. But if Sam shoots,
Sam should not open up right now. He should wait, because this is the best position.
I think Zoni spotted Sam.
I'm gonna get really annoyed. Wow, Zoni lagged out there and wasn't able to transition.
Now Sam is completely under fire. Lolo has had to pull out of his position because they know he's there, and they've kind of messed up this whole position.
Yeah.
I mean, the smokes aren't bad.
We could see some close grenades though, but it's not close enough.
Just gonna see Lolo, but apparently not gonna want to shoot him. Not gonna want to shoot him at all. Wombat, what the? So Wombat, after walking all that way, just
wait a minute.
Oh wait, what was that? A charge?
No, it was a grenade, but Wombat wasn't close enough.
Wombat, Dipso, one of you, look. Thank you.
And Lolo gets knocked out.
I think that was, again, it's not like a blame game or anything like that, but that was definitely
That was not the right call.
Yeah, Sam to start firing that early, because albeit, yeah, you surprise them and you fire them when they're in a tree line, but they're in a tree line and they have cover.
Yep.
If you get them while they're jumping over a thing, first off, you have the advantage that they're using enhanced movement.
The funny thing is, this is going to delay the Blue 4 advance even more. We'll probably get it down to the 12-minute mark now because they're doing this big U hook around, which I agree with. That's the smartest play to make, but they don't have the time to do it anymore because they spent too much.
A bit stupid, but if I could see the lay of the land like I do now, and I was that marksman, I'd put myself on the tower next to the oil refinery. I mean, you get absolutely barely any cover up there, but
it gives you good overwatch. Plus, you're relaying to your machine gunner.
You don't necessarily have to shoot. You just have to hold and wait for your machine gunner. Because look, this is it. Now that they know Sam's around here, they'll just overextend.
Oh my God! Look where Ash is coming. Ha! How did Wheaton? Oh, Depso went around and shot him. Okay, I was about to say, how did Wheaton get the kill there? But yeah, they gave that plan away way too quickly. They should have just stayed put, and they would have been able to actually get a few kills. Wait, Sam's back up. Depso's pulling his gun out. And there's that shot.
So now they're clear, but okay, the plus here.
I'll be back in a second.
Know which way they're going to come from now. And it just depends on how far Blue 4 extend, because it depends on how Puma will feel. Again, I don't think Puma's one to overreact or panic when he sees this 15-minute mark.
Sorry, it was one of Bloodwind's birthday gifts, so I gotta quickly grab it and hide it before she finds it. Alright. That's why I didn't say I was going AFK, so he wouldn't know.
Downtime.
Yep, so this is the 15-minute mark. I'm saying, again, it's going to be 12, but you're just going to have Blue 4 blindly charge in and take a massive amount of attrition damage. Her birthday is Valentine's Day, funny enough.
Way too many destroy objectives. Destroy objectives. And, I mean, to be fair, Red 4's placement just isn't that good either. They put most of their team on one side away from the objective.
I agree with that. There's still a way for Blue 4 to come in and blitz the objectives, but Op 4 is so spaced out that it's just going to maximize attrition damage. Normally, Blue 4 can counter that by just playing really tactically and slow, which they have the entire game, but they're not going to have the time to do that anymore. And that is just going to get perfectly countered by Op 4's spread out strategy here.
Yeah, the best idea for Red 4 is to have at least like 1 or 2 guys watching like the entrances or the objectives, like just from afar, not next to them. I mean, you can put like the ones in the warehouses, you can maybe stick someone in, but you've got absolutely no cover. But if you just have at least one person watching those destroy objectives, you'll always be able to just get a shot off on someone, and then you'll be able to know. And RPG goes out.
Yeah, that hit right next to NASA's position, and he gets knocked out by some follow-up shots. So that is just the picket group taking fire. And this is actually even worse. He has contact that started a little more minutes than I predicted, but I was expecting the main group to push in. But that's just going to have all of Op 4 now turn and pin Blue 4 even more into the tree line and slow them down even quicker. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Some in the chat. Blue 4 are going to be delayed by having to get cover in this tree line. Because once you get to the edge of this tree line, there's nothing. I mean, you've got the Hescos, but if anyone gets a little bit higher than the Hescos, then bang.
Yeah.
It's easy.
RPG hits a tree by Rodrig.
Blue 4 is definitely been overly cautious.
I could see the northernmost objectives getting destroyed. The southern one, it's going to be a blitz. In 13 minutes. We definitely are going to see Blue 4 get into the compound within those 13 minutes. That's a guarantee.
Have to. Again, it's all on placements because Marlon's got a really nice position back here. He can just pick people off as they come in. He's trying to do at the moment. The SVD is the worst marksman rifle in the game. Fuel and Alexander's got a good hit. I like what Alexander's done here. He's closed the 4 hatches, so he can't be picked off from the side.
To the battle tower. Yep.
And then you've got Huel watching.
So he can then watch because the little slits are just a solid texture, so you can't actually shoot through them.
Unfortunately, I may have cast a curse there.
So now we're starting to see some Blue 4 try to cross into the wire. Yes, you can close those, Pie Boy.
Right here by coming, like,
Kermit gets taken out.
Northwest. I think if they do that and then come in through Alexander's side, they have a lot better chance of infilling without taking too much getting to that point.
G-Legs' spot here is dastardly.
This is the worst fence in armor.
Yeah.
Because you can't climb it from Blue 4 side. Like, you cannot enhance movement over this. So, yeah, oh, that's a... Oh, really? Just smoke.
Yep.
Good nade. Oh,
Yanni gets a lucky headshot. And then dies to the grenade.
Brilliant. Incredible.
Oh, that's funny.
He's going to be in one of our chats soon. Oh, someone died on the wall, which knocked over the gate. So now Blue 4 have...
Oh, that's funny. The sacrifice play. Looks like G-Legs got picked off by Blue 4 coming around.
If Alexander peeks out here, he might actually be able to catch a few of them off guard.
Attrition taking its toll. Op4 had way too many casualties on the actual line because Blue 4 still had a lot of cover in the forestry to come in, so I'm a little worried that that's a lot. Look at that grenade. Brixie gets a triple kill with the... Oh my god.
Is that a quad? Oh my god, yeah.
That was a triple with the grenade. And now look at that. He's shooting through the little gap in the Hesco, and he almost got Norris with it.
Beautiful. How many is that? That was
a triple with the grenade, and then NASA got knocked out as well.
Jeez.
Utterly brutal.
It reminds me when we were doing I was playing with Scanny recently. We just had like a Humvee just drive up to us, and the one thing you do in that situation if a Humvee drives up to your Hesco is just shout grenade.
Yeah.
And then everyone just it's like monkey neuron activation. press the G key.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. That grenade definitely stopped the forward momentum of the middle group, so now you've got the eastern flank, which is kind of taking an overwatch role. They're not going to try to come around, but Blue 4, they've got the rooftop fortification to stop that. And then the northwestern group is starting to come around, but we do have some defenders lined up to stop that as well. So the central group getting taken out by Brixie with that great grenade throw, I think is the final nail in the coffin here, unless we see some really, really unexpected CQC by Blue 4. But we're actually seeing thermite grenades being thrown as a deterrent, and a GL just got thrown and killed another Blue 4 member. And Snodgepair's dead, yeah. Wow.
Oh my god.
I mean, he couldn't go anywhere. He was stuck between 2 thermite grenades. What was he supposed to do?
My dream has always been to have a charge front.
Your what?
My dream.
Your what?
My dream.
Yeah. What about you?
Fuck you. My wish has always been to have a charge front of me and pick it up and throw it back.
Yep.
I think that would be really funny.
I know. Dreaming about doing things to me, I think, is a little weird, but...
Doing things to you. What?
Well, you just said, I asked what your dream was, and then you just shouted F me, so I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess other people dream about that too. It's something I don't really think about, but, you know.
Give you that. I just love the Lance Corporal Liru channels so much.
I didn't need to hear that.
I just love the Lance
All right,
Corporal.
Pierce, I think, has spotted Curie. But Pierce is now getting flanked by the rooftop, and he's taken out by Olaf.
There we go. That was Olaf.
And as I was saying, like, that Overwatch position is going to stop that northeastern advance. The northwestern advance is just down to Wheaton. Wheaton is a pretty good player here. He's on a kill. He's died twice, though. Don't know how that's a thing, but, you know.
He crashed out once, and was obviously respawned.
Oh, obviously, Pie Boy. But that's between her and
I don't know how he died the second time. Marlon got any more kills? Oh, Marlon's on 3.
I think Op4 at this point have a 2-to-1 ratio over Blue 4, and Op4 definitely have the superior positions here. So.
Do you know what I genuinely think the downfall of so Brixie was really good, like that one nade there was really good. But do you know what I think the genuine downfall of Blue 4 is?
What?
These fucking fences.
Oh yeah, no, the fence is a pain.
You cannot.
Carrier's about to headshot Meerkat. Misses the shots, but does get some harassment, gets another kill, and then folds down the wall.
You cannot enhance movement over these walls because of the bend.
Norris is using a slit in the H barrier and actually gets a kill off of the other guy Olaf was with.
Stickman just gets
tapped by the nade, but not killed.
Yeah, not killed.
Norris coming around as Seismo comes up, but Norris is going to get there first as Seismo notice. Oh my god, that was bullshit.
Oh, what a turn by Seismo, though.
Norris should have had Seismo dead to rights, but I guess the Arma gods did not agree. Where's Wheaton's dead? So it's just Stickman at the 6-minute mark. All right, can Stickman channel his inner Adriano and destroy all 3 objectives within the next 6 minutes? Find out. Oh, he does. Okay, he does have a 249. And he's dead. Olaf, use double tap. Okay, the marksman over there, Malin, is instead. And it's GG.
Can Liru stop fucking caster cursing all players when they
I want to get to the next round. I knew this was done after the frickin' sector stuff happened because of how Blue 4 was playing that. Just everything else that happened was just icing on the damn cake, so, you know.
Cake.
All right, that is an easy Op4 victory. I had a feeling it was going to get pressured because of that long-winded plan, but oof, you know, that's all I can say.
Gaming.
This isn't the round.
I love gaming.
Thank you, Dream.
No, Stickman left. Look what you did, Liru. Stickman has left the FNF server.
I blame you.
Why do you blame me? You only cursed him.
We're waiting for the second round to come in. And we'll see how things go.
Yeah, anyways, I was saying, someone made me a AI-made VTuber, and it is uncanny.
That speaks volumes to how basic your personality is, then.
No, that doesn't make sense. What do you mean? It's uncanny in the way it looks. What? They didn't make me a full fucking AI, like, VTuber just out of nowhere. They just made a picture.
Oh, damn right, Wildfire, damn right. Now, 1 second. Let's go ahead and set up our commands here.
No, Stickman's back.
All right, let's see. First, we have to hit this button. Then, we have to actually start changing up our commands here. So, let's go ahead and get things sorted. The next map here, we're going to change up the music. Let's do... Bridge on the River. That is not Bridge on the River. There we go. Map is now Isla Para, so let's get that change. And let's go ahead and cover Mission 2. Dream, you playing this one?
I will be. But I'm
right.
waiting for Scandi to slot. Because I'm just slotting after them. So you've got me for, like, 3 more minutes. I know that makes everyone in chat sad.
Alright. Blue 4 is taking 2 green 4 sectors. Blue 4 has
And I do not want to hear any responses to that.
8% numbers advantage. Okay, buddy, I won't cue my mic. 3M2 Vix and 2 armed UH-60s.
What?
While
I heard SIG.
green 4 has 2 Dishka statics. 5 Dishka statics, damn.
Chat, do you think we'll be friends forever?
Let's see, 2 Dishka UAZs and a BRDM. Alright, get that saved. Move our window back over. Let me verify the music's looping. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Turn that down slightly.
Just gonna imagine everyone said yes to my question.
And we have another thing for the multi. 1 second, buddy.
I was talking to chat, not you.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. And now we wait. Anyway, guys, remainder of today, in a little under 2 hours, we have an on-the-ground op that's going to be Zeused by King of Dwarves over at the 5th. It's MCO-style op where there's a few communities involved. And then after that concludes, we'll have DayZ, and I will be running around at everyone's mercy to not get murdered horribly.
I will be doing the murdering, the horribly murdering.
Otherwise, I'll just be shooting everyone on site because it's fun, and yeah, that'll be that day. Tomorrow, we're not going to be doing any streaming till the evening. Karma Cut will start up again next week. We're doing a Panama thingamajig with that. But in the evening, we'll probably just stream either Dark Tide or some more Mission Dev or whatnot, because we do have a lot to build anyhow. Sunday, we'll be doing RT Columbia, and I think that's the only planned thing, and I think I'm going to take it easy again, because we'll then have an operation to stream every day from Monday to Saturday. Saturday, we'll have 3 ops, then Sunday, we'll see if I decide to Zeus, because that's going to be 8 ops between Monday and Saturday, so, whew.
Oh my fucking god.
What? Actually 9, because there's 2 on Wednesday.
Someone... I'm actually stuck. I'm stuck. Someone from your stream, obviously, came over to my stream and said, and was, talking to me, and then they disappeared for a second, and then they just decided to play a scream from my bits menu and scared the living fuck out of me. Oh my god.
Poor Tori.
I can't feel my heart. Oh my god. I didn't know I had those on. I didn't like that.
Dwarves, I'm streaming, buddy.
I'm scared.
If I have time between the streams, I will, but I'm busy. All right, Dream. Why don't you go play FNF?
How do you deal with that?
Huh?
How do you deal with people playing scary noises at you?
I scream and panic, and then I remember it's a video game, and nothing can hurt me except Bloodwing. Man, that's what we should do. We should tie a deagle. And then when the deagle is reached, it automatically sends a message to Bloodwing, and then she comes down and beats me with a dragon dildo. That would make money.
What the fuck?
That would make money.
Things.
Anyway. Oh, I can put our plugin back on for TFAR because I'm going to be solo shoutcasting, which means we can listen to everyone locally.
We have a waterboard Liru button. Can someone press that button for me?
Well, it's only when Bloodwind's around. Though that also turned into her feeding me peanut butter and me choking to death on stream while we were playing Reforger the other day. No.
Oh.
Hell hydrate. Alright. Would pay to have Liru beaten with a dildo? Tech, how much? Here, since you seem to be the only person interested in that right now, what do you think a solid figure for that would be? Alright? No bullshit. Be honest with me. About Tree Fitty. Okay, Ketchum, you can go shove it. I wasn't asking you. That is when I realized that Bloodwind wasn't actually Bloodwind, it was just the Loch Ness Monster, and I ain't giving her no Tree Fitty.
Are you just lying to me that she isn't in, but she actually is in?
No. We need to live stream it. I don't think that is in Twitch's TOS, but maybe for pay and we can do a special. Maybe for paying we can do a special. 30 quid. Alright. I'll think about it. Second stream on another site. It just has the beatings. Oh, man. Police come by my door. There's a report of a domestic abuse. I come up with a swollen eye. And you know what? I would rather say I fell down the stairs rather than, yeah, my viewership paid my fiance to beat me with a dragon dildo. I think if I just told them I fell down the stairs, that would go a little quicker. Don't you agree? Yeah. Rather than explaining all of that. New sub goal. Oh my god. Only peace. Oh yeah, no, they'll probably suspect something, but I really don't want to explain the something because I feel like that just opens a whole other can of worms.
Stop making fun of my AI-generated character. I didn't even make it.
I'm not. I'm talking to my own chat right now.
I'm talking to my own chat.
Well, why are you queuing up your mic then?
I'm sorry. I just do it naturally. Maybe I just want to talk to you, all right?
Okay, what do you want to talk about, Dream?
That's so much to ask.
You want to talk about sports? Shouldn't you, I mean, we're about to start, so shouldn't you go down?
What sports do you like?
Cricket.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a surprise.
I used to play it in elementary school all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool to know. It's genuinely a surprise. I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Now I do.
The round's starting.
Just cricket. I'm not all tapped in.
I occasionally follow football, some baseball as well. I'm not the biggest sports person, but I like to stay informed. Oh, he's only talking to me because his cats won't talk to him? Yeah, it makes sense.
My what?
Because your cats don't talk to you? I think my mic queued out because of TFAR.
Ooh,
aerosol. Yeah, because TFAR keeps beeping.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cats is also calling you a hoe. Wait, it's that Cats. Oh, okay. Because you apparently swapped sides.
Yeah, no, I did. I wanted to be Marlon's co-pilot.
Ah, okay. Well, this is clearly going to be some form of air assault, so I will see you later, buddy. Go have fun. I like Dream, but he doesn't have to keep saying things that we know he secretly wants and he just kind of projects on us. You know, I worry about him sometimes. Because he seems to have a big fixation on the male genitalia. And I don't know if he knows how to deal with that with himself yet. So I hope for him. I pray for him. That's what people say. I pray for him. Yeah. Sib, I don't know, buddy. Is that an animated Parthenax head? That's funny. Poor dragons. But anyway, this is going to be some sort of air assault, 2 sectors. We'll see how things go, and then we'll take a break and then go for things. Based on what we have to do for the rest of the day. You're really talking on the father figure right now. Well, I'm practicing because Bloodwind wants kids soon. Can you imagine little Liru's? Oh god, you guys like Bloodwind when she Zeus's. Can you imagine if I have like a 5-year-old that knows how to talk and we just literally... Oh my god, what if we just... a pay for pain option where we let little Liru decide one thing? Her favorite word is going to be lightning bolt, isn't it? Oh my god. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's put our prediction. If I can spell. Pay for pain, but it's entirely based on children's drawings. I will literally Xerox copy my child's drawings. I will put them on texture files and either attach them to vehicles or I will retexture the vehicles in my children's drawings. You have no idea how far I will go to include my children in my work because I think I have a really cool job and I want them to be inspired. All right? Mommy's the businesswoman. Daddy's the crazy psychotic one. Anyway. Oh. Anarchy mode. Yeah, right? Convoy route based on my kids' drawings. Jesus. All right. Let's go ahead and go over our scenario here. So Blue 4 is going to be attacking 2 sectors to capture. The attackers, in this case Blue 4, need to have a number advantage in the sector and hold it for 90 seconds to capture the sector. Green 4 have to at least hold one of the sectors by the end of the mission. Blue 4 have to capture both sectors. FNF rules, if you wipe the opponent, you automatically win. If at any point the attackers lose the number advantage in the sector, the timer gets reset back to 90 seconds, and Blue 4 have to again, as them being the attackers in this case, have to then have the number advantage again to start taking the sector once more. Otherwise, that is the main set of tasks here.
Give me your ammo. Stick me in the back and I'll act like a shooter.
Oh, because that is still elongated and it's not letting me dash it back. Oh, well. That's a weird bug. Anyway, I think that's just broken with the roster. But otherwise, view distance is 1,250 meters. Fortify points are up to 200, so it's 75 more than the normal. Fortify color green, I think that just means green in terms of the fortifications. Time limit is going to be 15 minutes. That's standard. Notes, independent is confined to a play zone, while Blue 4 is not. The green cross, quote-unquote, border roughly shows where independent can move to, and also, again, roughly coincides with the safe zone. Once the helicopters... One of the helicopters has 18 parachutes inside for a hot drop, paradrop. All right. Blue 4, their kits are Belgian kits. All right. So we've got F2000s with Scar H's for the marksman rifle, Mini-Me for the light machine gun, FN Mag for the medium machine gun. Pilots get the P90. Otherwise, Blue 4, they get a Sea Stallion. I'd imagine this is the one that has the... Oh, what are they called? Parachutes inside. We have 2 UH-60s with 2 side-mounted pylons, each with 4,000 rounds. We've got 2 transport Humvees, 3 M2 Humvees, excuse me, and then 2 MRAPs. So I'd imagine these are going to be air inserted by the Blue 4 Vic. Otherwise, Green 4 are Philippine Special Forces kits. So we've got a 5.56 rifle set, Mark 14s for the marksmen, 249s, and 240 Golfs for the light machine gunners and medium machine gunners, respectively. Looking at our kits here, we have Batty commanding with blue as the 2 IC, 2 people I never see really command, so this should be an interesting one. Otherwise, Tackleberry is going to be the marksman for Alpha, Swola leading Alpha, Ash and Harana being a 2-man pair for Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has Major Khan and Gazag, excuse me. Nemesis being the Bravo leader with Cullis as the marksman, and he's merging elements of Bravo 1 together, so Huel, Wise, Grav, and Yanni under him. Bravo 2 has Olaf leading Roderick, Waldo, Curie, Alexander, and Charlotte all together. Delta being led by Pingus with Gian Salvi, and Saigas being medium machine gunners, and then they're, I think, part of Delta 2 that merged with Delta Actual, because Delta 1 to Skipu and your Craniac all together. So it's literally just going to be 4 medium machine gunners in that team. Hotel 1 is going to be Wheaton and Jeetlegs. Hotel 2, Lolo, Sam, and Seismo. And Hotel 3 is going to be Malin and Dream. They're going to be the pilot and co-pilot for the Sea Stallion, and the other 2 are going to be flight crews for the UH-60s. Korvac going to be leading Green 4 with Zoni as the 2IC, Patriot as platoon medic. Pierce leading Bravo. He's merged everyone together. He's got Fonz, Norris, Stickman, Renly, Meerkat, Iqbal, Mike, Salt, Snodgepair, and Pupper. Katz has all of Charlie merged together, leading Dobbs, Puma, Nafs, and Wombat. Delta merged everyone together with Oddball leading Jack, Bricks, Dudeson, and Lurch, and the NASA being the Echo Mat crew, with Kermit being the Mat gunner. Mat weapon is going to be a Stinger. Okay. And then Depso and Vagrant being the assistants. I read early on that that team was going to have 6 Stinger rounds total, so they're going to be really hunting for those helicopters. What you saw in the mission details, those helicopters did have chaff on them, so, or chaff, excuse me, chaff is something different. And they've also got some jamming capabilities here in the form of flares as well. Otherwise, Sector 1 appears to be this little sugarcane plantation area. Sector 2 appears to be this dockyard. Green 4, in terms of defense, that dock's going to be a bit easier to cover because half of the AO is, you know, water side. What the heck is going on over here? Fascinating. Anyway, some random geyser effects. I've never seen that before. Usually that's when, like, an item is going in or something, but I don't even see the item, so weird. But otherwise, this other AO a bit tougher. We do also have a lot of AAA here in the form of Dishka turrets, and then there's UAZ Dishkas to drive around. They can also shoot out the helicopters, so we'll just have to see how that goes.
Sector 2 gets the tall Dishkas. Also, Pierce.
Okay. And then we also have the BRDM, so we'll just have to see how things go. BRDM, it looks like it's part of the company command, the HQ team, so that's the 2IC and the medic just driving around and using that. Yeah, or it's the Loch Ness Monster that wants that tree fitty, right? Ha! Water Pokemon there. Oh, God, no Vaporeon jokes, please. So, we'll probably see Blue 4 pick a defensive LZ, fly over it a few times to verify it's safe, and then actually land there. We might see a paradrop as well. But otherwise, I'd imagine Green 4 is probably going to focus on holding Sector 2. Maybe we'll see a hold on Sector 1 as well. But, yeah, we'll just have to go with that. Whew. Otherwise, a lot of streaming today. Might have some coffee in between the streams. Definitely need to make myself some food, but I'm debating. Am I really going to make another pizza bagel for myself? And the answer is probably yes, because it was delicious. Yeah, Wildfire, keep torturing him. Definitely. That's a good call. Burritos and a drink? Fair. In terms of prediction, I'm going to be honest. There's 2 extremes this can go. I think if Blue 4 can land all of their force because there's only 2 sectors for them to worry about, even if they have a really far dismount, they've got a click and a half to walk. The difference between the previous round and this round is there's only 2 objectives compared to 5. So I feel like Blue 4 has enough time, even if they land on the extreme outside, to still come in and do stuff. Plus, they have 2 UH-60s to run interference. And suppress the enemy with those. That way no one on the ground has to do it, so they get a bit of an advantage with that. But they could also do something stupid and immediately lose a bird with a bunch of guys, but that is rare. Usually the helicopter attacking faction is a bit more cautious. What we could also see is Green 4 take the UAZ Dishkas and just really spread them out. So we have like the BRDM right here to cover against any landings in this open area. You have a Dishka UAZ come out and hold this bridge area here to see if Blue 4 is going to land here or here. And then you have another UAZ. I guess it would have to go either to Tina or cover the areas over here and then have the static Dishkas cover everything else. But I do genuinely feel that we could see Green 4 lock down all of the landing zones with the vehicles given. All right, quick note on pineapple pizza, because I always like to give my official stance on it. I get why they do it. They like the sweetness and the contrast and the texture of the pineapple with everything else on the pizza itself. However, I feel like for most people, having that sweetness with that fatty and savory elements of the cheese and any toppings you put on it kind of messes with it. Unless you do like a pineapple and a ham together, like a real Hawaiian. I feel like there is a contrast there between the savoriness of the Hawaiian and the sweetness of the pineapple, but again, it's just too much cheese for me to really enjoy it. So I get that some of you are pro pineapple pizza, all right? I mean, I classify you guys as the same people that have foot fetishes. You know, you're just raw in the head and that's just what you like and you can't help yourself. I get it. I don't blame you, all right? It's just how you were made, and more power to you, buddy. I'm not saying everyone that likes pineapple pizza has foot fetishes. It's just how, you know, your brain is made differently. So you can't appreciate things that everyone else can. And you appreciate them in your own way. Don, don't worry about it. Exactly, Guth. Exactly. Alright. Round will begin in 5 minutes. I'd imagine Blue 4 is going to load everyone up. I'm not sure how the ground vehicles are going to work. I don't know if they're going to be towed in or they'll just spawn. Or the entire map will open up and Blue 4 can convoy in. I'm going to be honest though, that's going to take way too long to actually convoy in. So I'd imagine this is just going to be some sort of glorified air assault, but I could be wrong. But how it go... How you doing, broski? Thanks for the 25-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Alright, here, chat. I've got two options to eat between this and the next stream. Would you guys rather see a pizza bagel or potato leek soup? I am debating.
It's more that he wants to use all 3 helicopters. Like, it makes no sense having 7 guys in this flying around in this area. I know there's miniguns on those birds, but they're literally shit. Like,
do we get picks? I mean,
well,
if you want them, you can always ask on Discord. I don't mind sharing stuff there. I mean, I already have an open door policy on Discord, and people usually send me... There's a lot of weird classifications. I mean, there's always the weirdos that just send, like, smut. They'll just outright send a massive amount of smut, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I think.
Let's go ahead for the
Sure, why not? Grilled cheese and soup. Ooh. I do like that idea. I might actually do grilled cheese and a potato leek, though. If it was a tomato, I'd agree with it more. But you know what? F it. We'll try it. But yeah, like a potato and cheddar soup. That's what it's going for.
Shouldn't be anywhere in armor chat, only your balls. That's for sure.
Well, your mouth.
That is true.
Once again, we see Dream focusing on male genitalia, in this case in his mouth. I don't know what to say about that, but it looks like Blue 4 is going to drive some vehicles in. And the only ways they can do that is, yeah, that's going to take a while. That's going to literally take 15 minutes on one round. The other one is more closer to 5 to 10. Well, actually closer to 5, but that one on the right is going to take a lot longer. Cinnamon rolls and chili actually does sound very, very decadent. Woo. They could Dukes of Hazzard it? Yeah, we'll see. We do have one group loading up in a helicopter. The rest are going to ground convoy in. So this is going to take a hot second. Oh, boy. So I thought this was going to be like an air-only assault, but I guess Blue 4 is just going to convoy in. I kind of hope they go the northern route because that's going to be the shortest. But we'll just have to see. Green 4 doesn't really have the infantry to space out and actually hold any choke points, so... Oh, it's going to be a long one, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you can send me whatever. I mean, someone sent me barbecue pictures after I sent them pizza bagel pictures an hour ago, so... Nah, I'm just here to have a good time. Shut up, Steve. You can send whatever you want. Alright, helicopters are starting to spool up. We got 20 seconds remaining. Let's see how they do. Pup, I prefer that over Smut, personally. I love cooking. I love seeing what people cook. I love being inspired, so go for it. So we have a BRDM. Instead, it's going to be camping in this area here, waiting to see if they hear any vehicles and then pounce on. I do like that strategy because it keeps the BRDM hidden in case ground or air assets see it and then wave off. Stallion already deploying. Ground convoy coming out. Oh, no, they're taking the right? No. Do they expect to be able to drive on the little path? They have to. Because that's the only way they're going to, like, cut up to that area then. No. Okay, there are some side roads they can do right here. So that shrinks it because I didn't see that. I thought you had to go all the way around. So that's going to be a 5 to 10 minute drive off the get-go. We hear AA launching. See, Stallion's gotten hit. That's SL Dream. Oh, it's hit again. And SL Dream is dead. I didn't even caster curse him this time. Wow, what a crash. It's floating. It's almost like flying around and giving the defensive faction a mat team with a bunch of AA is not the smartest idea. Yeah, he didn't even make it. He made it almost 2 minutes, guys. Wow. I think the quickest death I've seen in FNF is within like 30 seconds. And that was because they spawned right next to each other and they gave one side a mortar and Falcon immediately grabbed it and started mortaring the shit out of the enemy spawn. And it was glorious because he racked up like 12 kills within the first minute. But damn. Thank you, dwarves. I appreciate it. And thank you, Wildfire. The Scotland Forever bit, yeah. No, Stephonix. Thankfully, I've turned my TFAR plugin on, so we're kind of stuck in the TFAR channel, and I can't get out of there. And thankfully, from our buddy Ilbanek, who runs TBD, that PvP community, he made a special TFAR plugin for me, so when people die, we don't hear them in Spectator. But otherwise, the Gaming TTV. Can I help you with anything, buddy? Because I noticed that you're new and you are putting out commands. Did they flood the They flooded the engine because it was too deep. They totally flooded the engine, so this convoy's screwed because the mission maker didn't test the routes. Wait. Why are they going that way? They're doing the long way. That would take them like 15 freaking minutes. So maybe the mission maker tested this route, thinking they would do that one, but instead they're doing this one, which I think went a little deeper. Yeah, it's got that deep divot right there. So this convoy's stuck. So they're going to have to transition to an error. Oh, that's great. And that vehicle's smoking. That vehicle's engine just got flooded. Can you imagine Blue 4 being able to get into an AO because they decided to do a really overcomplicated route? That's amazing, chat. That's amazing. If you voted Blue 4, I am so sorry. But hey, maybe we can tell Malin to restart the mission. Right, Malin and Dream got shot down within the first minute, right? Restart the mission. It's a restart. Yeah, exactly. Reset the mission. I took your joke, Dream. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this? What's this? What the hell was that? Wait a minute. What in the US nanite bullshit? Hey. Hey, Malin, you're dead. Wait, Malin respawned himself. What? But you died. What is this grade A bullshit favoritism? Hey. Hey, no. What is this? What is this? Wow. Where's the server restart? Where's the mission reset? Hold up. Wow. Hey, what? You know, the really funny thing is with the route they've chosen, it's still going to take them another like 10 to 15 minutes to actually get into the AO. Because they're going to now have to go all the way down here, all the way over here, go around the roundabout, go up the squiggly, cross up the dam, follow the major route all the way down, take this dirt road over, and then either take a left or a right to then get to the route they want to take. So, like I said, still going to take a hot second. Oh, look at that. A dead helicopter. I wonder what caused this one. How is Jean Salvi dead? What? Bro died to a bunch of shallow water. He drowned. This is why you gotta watch your kids in the bathtub, because they can literally drown in shallow water. What the hell? Oh, you're right. The helicopter's engine flooded when it hit the freaking ocean. The funny thing is, these guys are going to get into the AO before the rest of the Blue 4 player base does. Oh, good luck. You're driving uphill in a jungle. Up a steep cliff. What are you doing? Oh yeah, Dream died early. We know. He got shot down. No, Jen Salvi, just say you died by getting shot out of the helicopter. Don't say you misclicked. That's even worse. this is the definition of special. There is a road, and you decided to... Yeah. Maybe... Hold on. They might have done it. We gotta see. Wait. I might have to apologize here. No, what are you doing? No! No, you were so close! What the... What are you... But you could have just followed this and then... Oh, it wouldn't have been enough. Never mind. Now the Humvee's stuck. I'm really surprised it hasn't exploded yet. Skyrim Humvee attempt, yeah, right? The really funny thing is, they still beat the other players by doing this. That's if they can make it up this hill. Again, they still beat the other players. That's the really sad part. It's the special sticky tires. I don't want to ask why they're sticky. That's disturbing. But yeah, they still have a long distance to go to then take a left, and then I don't even know where the heck they're going to go. But we're 10 minutes in. The UH-60 is finally sunk. Everyone's made it to the shore. Oh yeah, the BRDM is amphibious. So these guys are about 750 meters away from the closest green 4 here. Closest blue 4 Vic is a little under 3 kilometers away, but in driving distance, it's definitely over 3, almost 4 kilometers. When you count the distance of the entire road. What? What did these chuckleheads do?
Let's go, Blue.
You can infinitely swim, but you can only be underwater for so long. What happened to the BRDM? Why was it spinning like that? What? Oh. So I guess the UH-60 is coming to pick them up. We're at the 38-minute mark, which means the main blue 4-4 still hasn't gotten into the AO. And when I say the AO, usually I mean it's within striking distance of green 4. AO is just this area. Yeah, we got a blue 4 squad finally getting in, but... It's gonna take blue 4 another... We're literally gonna be halfway through the round before... Ay, it's just a travel RP up. You're exactly right. I could probably go upstairs and start the pizza bagel, or I think I'm going to do a grilled cheese and potato leek soup instead, but... My God. Green 4 is divided amongst both AOs, definitely stronger on one than the other, but Blue 4 is just going to have to rush the end, and I don't think they'll have the capability to do that. Yeah, Green 4 just napping right now. And I'm going to be honest, if Kiri or Malin watch this back, I would recommend, especially since we have such a low player count these days, focus on ops that immediately put people in action, because I think a lot of people are getting bored of this massive wait around time of just doing nothing, because they already have to deal with that between the rounds, before the round, everything. And just adding all of that wait time is really just slowing people down, because OFCRA doesn't have a manpower problem right now, but that's because when they have a 90-minute match, they expect to, you know, take some time to do some maneuvering. But I'm going to be honest, half of OFCRA rounds usually are finished within the first 45 minutes anyway, which is an FNF match when you think about it. It's very rare it carries over, and it's usually just a cleanup phase at that point. So I think FNF just needs to focus on smaller scaled AOs going forward until they can recoup some of their numbers, because they are a bit down. I think out of everything for OFCRA, I've only seen a handful of matches go to time. But when we consider all OFCRA matches, I would say it's definitely less than 10, maybe even less than 5%. If we take 50 matches in a year, because they always have days off here and there, like 45 to 50, I would say in the past year I can only think of 2 that actually stalled the entire time. They shouldn't be burning that chaff, because they're actually going to need it, because there is a freaking man pad in the AO. So Humvee's pushed up ahead. BRDM is actually just driving around and knocking itself into trees out of boredom. I'm alright, Black Wolf. How you doing? What's funny, though, is this M2 is actually coming up. Would it be funny if this thing got into the AO and the BRDM immediately? Oh, God. Oh, no. But the light fixture's going to block it. Congratulations, players! You've now been promoted to infantry. Why is... Anyway, now that the screaming is over... Hey, right out, Black Wolf. Wait, why were they dropped off here to get picked up by that Vic when there's already a spearhead made and they could just take them and land them in the... Okay. You know what? I'm going to stop using my brain. Oh, I'm gonna stop using my brain. I don't think anyone was in that building when it just collapsed right there. That's good, because they would have died. Oh my god. They still have like a click to walk. And we don't even have everyone in the AO yet. Alright, so my hyperbole of saying that it was going to take him 25 minutes to get in the AO as things progressed, that isn't going to be the case, but it's still going to be at least the 20-minute mark. Maybe I might still be the 25-minute mark, because that's 7 minutes away, and they still have quite a bit to walk here. Now, 25 minutes with Blue Force posturing in this area, I think they could still make it to Sector 1 and have a decent job, but it's going to be close. It's going to be literally at the higher end of the time, but I think there'll still be a nice chunk of time for Blue Force actually swarm the sector. And I can hear the MRAF slowly driving in. So Patriots scouting here and calling everything up.
Right. Maybe that was the last one? I don't know. I don't hear anything else behind it.
Yes, you do. Yeah,
Wait,
so we need to
no,
see
hold
this
back.
stuff transition.
At least one more coming past me.
Shame he doesn't have anything to actually do any ambushing with, but that's fine.
We're back from big troop transport MRAP. Another one just went right past me on that EI line.
Bro's face. Oh god, I don't need to see more of it, dude.
Are you alive? Oh, okay. I thought it was Zoni for a second. I was like, oh my goodness, is bro alive?
Zoni is in fact dead.
Alright, if there's a dead guy in the vehicle, I'm gonna take his radio and see if I can repair his car. I'm gonna give it a minute more just to see if there's anything else coming down this road, but I don't hear anything now. But I said that like a minute ago, so I might be wrong.
There's nothing on that landed. Guess maybe
Mac. So maybe he has Zoni's radio and he heard Patriot speak?
If I can't get him out of this car, I'm gonna see if any. I don't know.
Alright. Two-man position is getting wiped here. Boom, I guess, is going to try to stabilize Nass and pull him away. Got the Vix coming around here. That is a weird one. Well, yeah, Greenport had a lot of time to dig stuff. That's for damn sure. So I think Puma stabilized the bleeding on Naps. Now you've got this position shooting at the blue 4 elements coming up the coast. So you have one dead, one knocked out. And that's just going to add to stall here. So yeah, contact was at the 28, 29 minute mark. Naps is back up. Throwing a few defensive grenades, UH-60 firing. But these two pull down in time. Taking some additional fire here from the crew over here. UH-60 trying to run close suppression. Patriot might rendezvous with this team over here. I think they hear the vehicle coming though. But Blue 4 being all spaced out like this is only going to impede their advance further. And you have a really good stall play by the few elements in here on Green 4 and then an additional group coming in south. This is all playing for a stall strategy. More suppressive fire coming in. You have the Dishka tucked away in here, which is why it's limited in effectiveness against the actual UH-60. It might be coming in to line up another gun run. As more 12.7 shots come up. Now you're having a direct push on these positions here. Puma pulling back. Naf's still trying to hold the corner. And Naf's also aggressively now pulling back here. Looks like Puma was taken out. Don't know by what. Had to have been crossfire, or it might have even been friendly fire.
What about you? Yeah.
The Southern Green 4 group is a little late here. You got Blue 4 starting to transition forces over here as well. There's a pretty big spread. This infantry should be able to overwhelm that remaining group and then push in as well. But we need to see this Southern group push in. But we're actually seeing some Blue 4 pulling south now to deal with that Green 4 element. Green 4 still runs the risk of separating themselves out too much and allowing Blue 4 to regroup and push in. Dishka firing back there. Don't know what that's for. Grab pulling up with the vehicle, I guess intending that he is going to have to rapidly redeploy some of his men. Charge is going off, taking out some of the buildings where Green 4 could be garrisoned on, or that was a charge by Naps, but Naps we see is now engaging additional Blue 4 forces here. He is up 2 kills. I think this is going to be it for him, though. No, he survives it. That was multiple shots. At least 3 or 4 impacts. Must have clipped to his arms. This is the second round, yes. Nash trying to get some more pickoffs here. He does. Kill number 3, trying to get Wise. Puts a GL up, but it's short. Yanni now pushing up position. Waldo's flanked around, and he gets taken out by Waldo there. So this Blue 4 group, I think, is doing this massive flank around. I thought they were pushing on the Green 4 element here. This is allowing for a gap for more Green 4 to come in, but the separation of Blue 4 we're seeing right here isn't good. UH-60 still positioning down south. It's kind of hard to say who's winning at this time. I think Green 4 definitely has the edge because they have a very strong garrison in Sector 1. We're over the halfway point for time. And I think there's a lot of room for Green 4 to continue to get some pickoffs here. You've got Iander suppressing up here. Cats got knocked out because the gun got disabled. You do see a Green 4 counterattack coming in, though. So the infantry here might get overwhelmed, but I think Blue 4 still has a solid number advantage. Oddball taking fire. Saw the GL land, but I didn't see any explosion or whatnot, so I don't know what type of ordnance that was.
Are those friendlies up there? On the roof?
I think they're calling out the rooftop friendlies. We got a GL coming in. It's going to be short, though. Actually, no. Damn. That would have been perfect earlier. If there's anything up there, that would have been killed off. UH-60 now doing a very dangerous Wild Weasel run. She survives, mostly intact. Blue 4 now aggressively pushing this building. Green 4 have brought in their reinforcements and are trying to hold the line. Sector is officially being taken, though. So we need to see if Green 4 wants to hold this. They've got to get some pickoffs here. Oddball almost goes down. Throws some defensive grenades to his right. Yanni gets knocked out, but he wakes back up. Blue 4 now pushing up this coastal area. Duidson in a decent spot, trying to pick Wheaton off. And Duidson gets the kill. Not enough, though, to knock the number advantage here. It's 4-5, so if one more Blue 4 member dies, the timer will be reset. We got some suppressive fire coming out here. That is taking out the Dishka crew. Because funny enough, Blue 4 have just taken the defensive position up there. Timer has paused. I think that's because this UAZ came in. Got some decent shots on it. Definitely doesn't know where friendlies' enemies are because we just saw fire landing really close to friendlies there for Blue 4. Oddball trying to push in to hit Iander, gets the kill. We still see the sector being taken, though. I think Blue 4 finally has that number advantage again. Oddball popping a smoke. As G-Legs is coming around, might find the vehicle crew over here and take them out. And we see Waldo getting his second kill there. And I think that sector is going to be taken in another few moments. Korvac on the rooftop here. Lurch has a grenade thrown right into him and doesn't realize it, and he gets blown away. That was a very, very good throw by G-Legs. There's objective 2 officially taken. Very good throw. Landed right in the guy's face and he didn't see it. Fair if no. Yeah, you didn't. I was wondering where it was, but that's all good, man. I understand. Brixie trying to hit Charlotte. G-Leg somehow predicts where Brixie is and mows him down. I guess he approximated the gunshots. Rest of Blue 4 is now coming in, but Green 4 still have a pretty solid hold here. But if Blue 4 brings in the reinforcements, they could overwhelm that remaining garrison. Did Charlotte hit G-Legs? I didn't even notice. Whew. We got Korvac up here. Duidson catches G-Legs, knocks him out, and there's the double tap. Sneaky spot by Duidson there. Meanwhile, you still have Blue 4 trying to sneak in on the rear of this position. But as you can see, there is quite a big chunk of Green 4 defenders right here. Kermit's driving around in that truck. I think he's trying to hunt down the UH-60. Blue 4 are way too separated, though, and we still have a chance for some Green 4 to get some kills here, so... I don't know, we're hearing explosive satchels going off. Satchels don't take the office buildings out, though. They don't have a destroyed texture. So you can throw all the satchels you want or charges you want. It's not going to do anything, unfortunately.
Nah, fuck it. Just super already. Engine or something?
Alright. Sinner trying to get a lock, but the UH-60, I think, realized that that team's trying to engage it, so they quickly fly out. And they lose the angle, but they're still trying to hunt it down. Yeah, right, who doesn't love a floating Hesco? Yeah, so Blue 4 trying to sneak in. We're going to see the 15-minute warning called in about 15 seconds. Still got Blue 4 around this position. Yanni heard that gunshot. Dudeson was a bit exposed, but now he's looking in this direction. Might spot Yanni. 15-minute call. Dudeson staying low. He's going to have to eventually move from that camping spot. I think Korvac, no, Charlotte pulled away. But yeah, 15 minutes, that's going to make all Blue 4 now start honing in on that final area. We could see this final area get overwhelmed, but that's just going to have to rely on the number count. Blue 4 now sneaking in. There is still a chance for Blue 4 to win this, by the way. If Blue 4 start getting into really nice cheeky positions around here up high, we could see a few free kills for Blue 4. And then the final meat grinder of getting this area. But you got to remember, Blue 4 just needs the number advantage in the sugarcane factory itself. So if reinforcements come in and dismount and there aren't a lot of kills, Blue 4 could still take the objective out from under Green 4's nose. Major Khan gets sniped off by Vagrant. Some beautiful long-range fire, but funny enough, the Dishka gunner thinks they're hostile and is shooting at him. Brana's trying to get some grenades up there, accidentally hurts himself with it. Isn't strong enough. And no freaking way! No freaking way! Ah, it's great. Okay. Swollen out trying to climb on this position. Looks away at the worst possible moment. Gets the kill. I was hoping Swole would come up there and immediately get Dishcut into the face. You got Jack now trying to fire from across here. Sector has enough Blue 4 in. It is starting to be taken. Blue 4 might have done it. Nope, they lost it. And you can see that some Blue 4 are getting blown away by grenades. That's why. Really great short-range grenades thrown here. Waldo gets played. But Charlotte is above throwing grenades down. Does Charlotte spot Iqbal? Charlotte does, and gets the kill. Top of the head headshot. It's very close. Blue 4 still have a few guys on the outside to send in. Blue 4 also have the UH-60 to potentially try to land, but they're busy suppressing the enemies out here. Oh, shit! RPG hits the UH-60! Oh. Huh. There it is. I was like, where's... I thought it was gonna explode. That was a great RPG hit, but... Yeah, I was expecting that to... Wait, Seismo survived getting flung out of the chopper, too. That's funny. Yeah, the actual pilot gets killed because he was too close to the Vic when it exploded. But now we're starting to see the sector getting taken. Can we reset that? Yeah, right? I don't think Green 4... Yeah. Ironically, that just dropped more infantry in, and I think that gave Blue 4 the number advantage to actually take the sector. Fawn's on 3 kills, Jack on 2. More Green 4 outside the AO. They're not going to make it in on time. I think Blue 4 clutched this. I think they clutched it. GG. Huh. All right, we got more Green 4 coming in. Will it be enough? Jack. I think Jack's ready for it to be over. Jack is ready for it to be over. Yeah. Me too, buddy. Me too. Anyway, guys, we'll be back in about 35 minutes for, there goes Vagrant. We'll be back in 35 minutes for some Warhammer 40k Creek stuff on the ground. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.